Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, I'm a geek, you are watching Kevin the Geek, and welcome back to the final Christmas Ghost episode that I'm recording before I'll be technically up to date with you guys, because obviously the very last episode is the very last Christmas episode, which comes after this upcoming series. Minor amendment to the way that I'm doing it. So, I mean, this is only going to make sense to people on Patreon because, yeah, obviously you won't see this till December. But ultimately, Series 5, I'm going to start with the comic release special and episode 1, and then it'll be 2 episodes monthly. So September on October, it'll be 2 and 3, 4 and 5. And then November, it'll be the very last episode of Series 5, followed by December. Obviously, all of the Christmas episodes that I've done, and obviously the upcoming one for the very last episode on December in YouTube. There we go. That's enough explaining for that. I apologise, a bit of a ramble. This episode, I'm really hoping it's pantomime themed, considering the episode is called It's Behind You, because I think some of these ghosts are not going to have a clue what the idea, what a pantomime is going to be. So that could result in some incredible comedy. So, enough talking, let's check it out.
Good morning, Patrol!
Good morning, Skipper.
That's not Pat. Yeah. Don't you shoot someone in the neck? Oh. Oh, bless him. That'd be incredible for Pat. Sides? Yeah, true. I am. Oh, yeah, enough. Wow, Kitty's got very excited. Who's on my mind? They won't. It's a very loud alarm. Oh, it's just a snacking turkey. That's all it is. Of course he does. Who's the ugly sisters? Play ghosts? Oh no, it's not. Some people may just say that it is not possible to do a show in that limited amount of time. I am a person who can absolutely say au contraire. I'll try and tell you. I'll try and remember to tell you at the end if I remember. It's one of my best experiences of my life. We're suddenly going all Scooby Doo. Technicality. Oh. not a Bluey. And please don't call it Bluey as well. That's the weird thing, because with my nephew, he watches the cartoon Bluey, and they're two very different things. Oh. 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 Yes. Oh God. Whoa. I won't. Was doing well, probably. No, it's a Twix. Oh God. Yeah, they never are, but this is why you don't travel on Christmas Day. I mean, you've got sides. Oh, whoa. Oh dear. Robin. Oh. Hey up. Whoa. Yes, you can. It's worth doing properly. No. Oh my god, they're literally not moved. Oh, Oh, finally. Shut up. Line. Yeah. Bluff your way through it. Yes. Yeah. Ah. Oh, oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that is incredible. Gives them a Christmas present too. And trust me, Mel B, I think you can live up to Mel B. Now, C, on the other hand, that's a different matter. She was incredible as Mrs. Johnson in Blood Brothers. And as from what I hear, she was very good as Mary Magdalene in Jesus Christ Superstar. But Mel B, yeah, I think you can beat her, Kitty. I think so too. Oh, calm down, guys. Ah, nice. Oh, this is amazing. Ah! Da, 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 da. Dee, 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 dee. Oh. Oh. Ah. That's a new thing we've learned. Oh. Oh, risk. Oh, that's awesome. Only.
I'd be up for Twisted.
Twisted.
Oh, oh my god! Oh, I thought I was done with the tears in that episode. Oh my god. Oh, oh fuck me. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But oh my god, that was beautiful. Right. Okay. Whew. First of all, I'm glad that we didn't spend a lot of time doing what I thought they would probably end up doing, like explaining what a pantomime is to the ghosts. Because that would make sense that they would need to do that if you don't take into consideration the fact that, at the very least, they've spent the last 20 Christmases with Pat. It'll be nearly 40 Christmases actually by this point. It'll be, because it's 2020 something, isn't it? 2022. So, yeah, nearly 40 Christmases they would have spent at least with Pat, and then of course Julian would have come in a little bit later as well. So, even if, let's say, no one earlier than Pat knew what a pantomime was, when you get to Christmas time, and seemingly that Pat's family comes over, I'm sure the topic of a pantomime, at the very least in the basic concept of it, would have come up at some point. So they would have explained it to those older ghosts, and explained it in a way that they could hopefully understand. Not that it is easy to explain or understand. I've said this so many times. Like I've worked with people, for example, who are like Eastern European, for example, and I say to them, "Oh, what are you doing this year?" And I'm like, well, "I'm going to go see a pantomime. I'm going to do this, blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Pantomime? What's a pantomime?" And you go, "Oh my god, you don't know what a pantomime is?" Okay, so a pantomime is because that's the thing. Like, how do you explain what a pantomime is to someone who doesn't know what a pantomime is? It is the hardest show to try to describe, because you can go, okay, typically it's a fairy tale style story, and we do it at Christmas time. There's good people and there's bad people. There's audience participation. You cheer the good people, you boo the bad people. It's full of corny jokes and full of corny songs and dances and stuff. And you'll have some really big ones, which has some really cheesy celebrities who most of the time don't really do anything else in the year. And then there'll be amateur groups that do them as well. You know, trying to explain just that in its basic nutshell is one thing. But to be able to explain and convey the sense of simple joy that you get from a pantomime, it is so difficult, and I've never been able to explain it. Like some of these people, I think one year, I was performing one. I was like, honestly, like, bring your husband and your two kids, come along, watch it. And just by experiencing it, you will get to see what it is all about. And she gave it to me afterwards. It's like, okay, I think I kind of understand now. Like, you made no sense when you were trying to explain it, but now I've seen it, I do kind of understand. So I would not be surprised if the ghosts have done their own other versions of pantomimes at certain points, because that's the thing as well. Like, you've got to take into consideration, like, a lot of the stories that these pantomimes get taken from, and the fairy tales and stuff, most of them are from like the Germanic, what's the word? Germanic kind of things, like your Hans Christian Andersen and stuff like that, which I think he was about 1800s when he wrote a lot of his stories. Sort of 1805 was born, died in 1875. Yeah, so a lot of the stories that kind of come from fairy tales that end up being what a lot of get used as pantomimes are going to be from the later years, maybe your 17, 18, 1900s. So, when you take some of them, okay, you could say the captain maybe understand it, but Kitty probably wouldn't understand it. Franny probably wouldn't understand what they were, these stories. Robin definitely wouldn't have understood what they were, And the whole idea that these gifts are being given to the ghosts and they want to give one, that just sums this show up in a nutshell. And I'll tell you what, I am more than happy to admit that this show brings me to tears. It really, truly does. The heart that is in this show staggers me. It's just a wonderful piece of entertainment. Every episode I watch, so meticulously written, so carefully considered in every sense of the word. It just brings me joy watching this show, watching the people come together to perform. And that's what performance is all about. That's why I still do my performances. I mean, at the time of me recording this, next month, I'll be looking to do auditions for a pantomime this Christmas. Well, technically just after Christmas, technically it falls on the new year. But, I'll be looking to do that. And for me, in particular, this year, I really want to do it. I'd like to direct one at some point, to be perfectly honest with you, but I definitely want to perform one. And I feel that this is the perfect year to do it. Because for me, growing up, a pantomime was just part of our upbringing. And then in later years, with my nan, when she suffers from dementia, it was something just easy that you could just put her down in the theatre with, and she doesn't have to think too hard with it. It was easy for her to watch, and we had a good few years, revisiting almost like our childhoods by taking my nan to theatre. And at that time, we didn't have any kids in the family, but for my nan, it was almost like having a kid back in the family. And that's what Christmas joy is all about. And now my nephew is going to be 5 in October, so he's seen a few of like the CBeebies panto. In actual fact, there's one there's one of them, last year's one, I think it was Beauty and the Beast, whichever one it was. He actually went up to watch it up in I think it was in Edinburgh. And he's actually captured on the recording. So if you ever watch that, not that most of you probably would, but if you did, you would see him. You wouldn't know who he is, but you would see him at some point. Like I said, I think just this year, I want him to come see one that I do. I'd love for him to come along and see me on the stage. Because so far, like the couple of shows I've done this year, he was like, "Oh, can I come? Can I come?" But it's like, it's not really appropriate age-wise. It does not really work. So if he gets the chance to come see me on stage, that would be phenomenal. And I tell you what, if I got the chance once to perform on stage with him, that would be truly special. That really, really would. My last thing I just want to say, this is more of a personal anecdote, but this is one that I'm really, really proud of. So, if you don't want to listen anymore, tune off. Some of you may have already done, but this is something that I'm always proud of, and it's something I always like to bring up. When I was at uni, we did. There was like a local theatre that we all performed in, and every year, for a couple of years, they were doing as a way of trying to raise funds for the theatre, because it wasn't publicly funded by like the council or anything, and it was falling into a bit of disrepair, but it was a beautiful place. Basically, they put on once a year a one night only thing, what they basically called a 24-hour musical. And the way it typically worked is they would advertise it as come along 7:30 Saturday night. It's a musical. You don't know what you're going to come and see, but ultimately it has been rehearsed and is basically being put on all in 24 hours. So what happens? The cast, they turn up to the theatre 7:30 on the Friday evening. Then it is revealed what show you are performing. There's only 3 people who prior to this know what it is. The director, the musical director, and the choreographer. Nobody else knows. So ultimately, the set has to be built, has to be made and built in 24 hours. Lights have to be designed and done in 24 hours. The sound cues have to be done. Props have to be sourced. Costumes have to be done. All this kind of stuff, all in 24 hours. But they also have to audition people to perform in it and put on their show. And then you have to rehearse all the way through the night, all the way through the morning and the afternoon, and you finally perform the show at 7:30 on the Saturday night with very little sleep. And the very first one that I did is possibly one of the hardest ones that it could have been possible to do. That was West Side Story. It's a mammoth show to perform just on itself with months of rehearsal time, but to do it all in 24 hours. I remember the feeling of waiting side by stage to start this show. I've never felt more adrenaline than I have than for that specific performance. I did a couple 24-hour musicals, but that very first one and that particular show, because it's a very big show, it really gave me a sort of oof. And then the adrenaline rush of coming off the stage afterwards and then falling into bed exhausted. It was the most exhilarating thing I possibly have ever done, possibly will ever do. And I can't deny with that. But there we go. That is the final Ghosts episode that I'm going to do before the very last episode. So obviously, if you're watching this for YouTube on the first time, you haven't seen all the rest, please watch the rest of this show because it is amazing. It's just simply that, amazing. Thank you all for watching, as always. Please subscribe, turn on notifications, drop the comments below, join the Patreon if you want to get the early access, if you want to get exclusive content. But until next time, my name's Kevin, I'm a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek. Merry Christmas, everybody.